An original spoken word performed by Joaquin Hernandez.
Man, the stagehand's fired. My name is Joaquin Hernandez, and this is a spoken word poem. It's called Brown America. I hope you like it. Here we go. Bruh. We have our roots buried deep into the South. Everyday lives putting themselves at risk to try to find a better way to put food into their children's mouths. Coming here with nothing except for the few things that we brought with us. Doing everything to try to scrape up a new life and at the same time try to keep our culture with us. Here, because America's the place where anyone can succeed and achieve the American dream. But you come here to realize that it's nothing more than that, a dream. Because most of us are the child of someone who happened to make that trip across, with the others being at a young age, they were the ones who made that trip across. Either you were born or just raised here, you still grew up feeling lost. Because when you acted brown, you were hated. Hell, if your skin was brown, you were hated. But when you try to find a way out of the ghetto, you're told get off that white stuff and all those dreams are overrated. Being a brown American trying to find success, you're always going to take fire from both sides. It's either from the locals trying to keep you down for your skin being brown, or maybe it's your own hating because they wish they had the courage to give risk a try. We came here in search for a better life, but was greeted with hatred. And the messed up thing is, at times where we need each other the most, we abandon one another over colors we created. How easy it is to define ourselves without red, green, or blue, believing that those things are always going to be there for you. But once you're down and those colors all around, the only word you're going to have is brown. And us acting like fools and trying to pass ourselves as street thugs is only going to justify all the hatred and contradict all the hard work that already gets looked down. Now, I know that there's a lot of anger that we feel, either from always having to watch our backs or having to bury one of our own that was killed. A brown American looking for some type of closure to have that hole of strokes and pain in our hearts filled. Something that will make us forget what we went through, what we go through, or where we live, or the sacrifices that we find ourselves constantly having to give. Something to give us some type of respect. Something to let the people know that we can endure and finish. Something to make people no longer look at us like we're stupid and ask that we speak English. But let the question be something different. Let it be, how bad do we want it? Are we willing to go after success even if we can't see it? Are we willing to keep ourselves pushing forward even if we have an uncertain fate? Are we willing to prove all the negativity wrong that gave us and our parents dirty looks just because mom or dad couldn't speak English too well and needed one of us to translate? Are we willing to put down all the hate and anger that we have towards one another? Are we willing to pull each other out of our self-preserved hell? And are we willing to stop the biggest killer of our people from being ourselves? Are we willing to put up a fight, not with violence, but in a way that no longer keeps what comes to our minds from being underestimated, with the way we're using our minds and education as a weapon to combat a broken system who, when it sees it succeed, it gets agitated, with the way where a mother no longer cries tears of sorrow but tears of joy for her baby that has graduated. Are we willing to do all this? Because if not, then watch as our request to be seen as equals in a country that already doesn't want us fall on deaf ears. Just justify all the stigmatizing, all the racial fears. If we think that we can achieve change through violence, then we're just adding fuel to a fire that's been destroying us for generations. Just added on to the mindset that we can't go beyond that street sign or find hope in a hate-infested nation. We'll just add ammo to the weapons of ignorance and racism. Just add on to the justification of when there's empty prison cells, we're the perfect ones to help fill in them. If we want to change the world around us, then we start by breaking all these racial stigmas. And the biggest change that has to happen is the change that starts within us. The change of helping each other out when we need each other the most. The change of lifting each other up instead of putting each other down. The change of getting our eyes to look past black, white, or brown. The change to stop feeding into a public evil. And the change of recognizing everybody as one equal people. Because once we make a change and put a stop to all the hate and mass hysteria, then we can start truly taking pride in living in a brown America. And once we take pride in our people, once we take pride in who we truly are, Once we expand our vision to encompass all of space instead of just one small scope. Once we shed some light into the darkness and give the people some hope. Once we start caring about leading our communities out of scrutiny. Once we show our youth that the streets isn't the only way to live. Once we show them in a world full of so much negativity they can make something positive. Once we achieve this, then the biggest fear of racism, prejudice, ignorance, and poverty will have been sighted. And that is the people who now have pride in a diverse America, and after years of division has now been united. Thank you very much. I love you too, random citizen.